Now, the bad actors are using AI to breach networks. And you want to still go back and use the old tool set of antivirus to breach networks. So now you have to use AI tools that are going to be able to protect you from BEC, that means business email compromise. In other words, to be able to look at your email before it gets into your email box and determine if there's a potential breach coming because of impersonation attack, right? Somebody send an email like someone that you already know, or send you some kind of unsolicited email. The AI will be able to help you address those issues. Now, the good thing about it that people don't understand is that actually it's not a good thing, it's a bad thing. The antivirus cannot detect some of the tools that the bad actors are using. They're using exactly the same tool that Microsoft built into these software programs to use, like PowerShell. They will run the PowerShell to run a remote program in your computer. And what do you think the antivirus is going to do? Oh, that's my homeboy. Don't worry about it. You go ahead and do whatever you want to do. That's it. That's what they're doing. So now for you to be able to do that, you have to use AI to baseline your computer, your network, your infrastructure. You have to be able to know that, okay, this is how much traffic that's coming out of my network every second, every hour, every day. If there's anything that's more than that, that means there's some kind of exfiltration of data from your network. And it's going to send an alert to somebody or ping somebody and say, well, something's going on in your network. So is your antivirus going to do that? So that's the long answer to your antivirus issue.
Well, no, I'm glad you mentioned AI, because I do have things in my notes about AI. But since you brought it up, let's just hop right down there. Because hackers have always been ahead of the industry. Hackers have always been ahead of regulators. Criminals are ahead of the police, typically, because they come with new crimes. So with the implementation, easy for me to say, of AI, is it going to allow for cybersecurity professionals to catch up, or the criminals still going to get so far ahead where they're still playing catch up, or is it too early to tell? What do you think? How do you think AI is going to change the way cybersecurity is viewed from a hacker perspective as well as defense force?
That question, I'll answer it like this. It's like giving someone a race car and say, okay, let's go down to Indy 500 and get you into a race car. AI is powerful. That person doesn't have an experience. You cannot set up the tools properly. Okay, the tools are there, but you need someone to be able to understand how the AI is going to work. And the good thing about it, some of these AI tools are intelligent enough to do self-learning. So to pick the tool that you want, make sure that you have an AI that will do self-learning and be able to optimize over time. So when you install the tool set, the first few days, it's going to learn about your environment, your network, your computer, your pattern of how you send and receive emails, who's sending emails to you, and especially who's sending emails out. And it's going to get it, a log of all the emails that you have coming in, going out, and compare with anything that's coming in. So if there's any new email coming into you, you get a flag and say, hey, this is a new email. You've never sent an email to this person before, and blah, blah, blah. And this one, the content of the email looks like, something we have seen before, because it has, it's been sending a lot of emails, so unsolicited email to a lot of people all over the place. So there are so many different tools out there pertaining to AI. You just have to find the one that works for your company. Hopefully you can get an MSP that knows exactly what they're doing, that have a lot of, well-tested setups and installations all over the place. So
yeah,
I'll tell you a quick story.
Please.
So we still have the client, and we have an AI monitoring all the traffic of emails going in and out. And the email came in, and AI tool flagged and said, this email is an impersonation email. It is not the real person. Okay? And the user, always the weakest link, clicked whitelisted. And it was a wire transfer, $10 million.
It was real?
It was real.
So it's a real $10 million. So he has passed up $10 million because an AI was like, hey, man, this ain't happening.
He nearly lost $10 million because he said yes and he did not read. It's right there. It's in red.
It's really hard to tell. So I also work in corporate America, right? So we're gonna do a little pivot here. I also work in corporate America, and they have CIT, which is corporate IT services. And what they do, these tricky bastards, is that they send us phishing emails on purpose. So if you fall for the scam, they go, hey, nay, this was a scam. Here's why you fell for it. And I'm usually pretty good because it's Outlook, Microsoft Outlook. So it's like a phishing thing. And sometimes I'm pretty good at it, noticing. I look for the certain things, but they're getting really good. Today, I swear to God, I almost reported an actual email from like our corporate CIT thinking it was fake. And like, so it's really hard to tell what is real and what isn't anymore, especially with email marketing.
You have to remember, I said earlier on that this is a business for these bad actors.
Exactly.
And I mentioned about NIST CSF, identify, protect. Part of the protection is an awareness training, and exactly what you guys are going through in your company.